go back.
LOL. What's the word? It's your girl cai.leretv and we back in this mug. What? Back in this mug. Yeah. How y'all doing? How you feeling? Your girl's back at it again with another drop. So it's about to be the end of the year. So I found it fit to, you know, make a video about what we need to leave in 2019. You feel me? Because it's, let me bring this down a little bit.
Look at this dude.
So we're about to head into 2020. Brand new year. For God's sake, please stop saying it's new year, it's new me, new year, new me. Leave that in 2019, please, because that right there, it's like, I hate when people say that, because it's like those will be the main people who will be the same person in the following year. Like, please stop, sweetie. It's like, if you're gonna change. Don't let everybody know that that's what you're about to do. People who do a lot of this are the main people who do the exact same thing, so who stay stagnant in life. So don't be one of those people. When I have like a bullet list of a couple things that I believe should be left in 2019. Again, this is straight off the dome, so this is not everything that probably should be left in 2019. So let's get into this video. Yeah. So the first thing that needs to be left in 2019 is being laziness, procrastination. We're heading into a brand new decade. Things are going to start changing immediately. Laziness, being lazy is not cute for one, but it's like, if this needs to be the year where you get things done. You start doing things that you've been lagging on for the past month, years, weeks, days. Get that done. Make it a goal for yourself that that's what you want to do, what to get done, because if you keep delaying things, it's never going to get done, and you can't expect yourself to reach a certain level of success or complete an assignment if you never begin it, or if you always push it off. So laziness, key, do it. The next thing is toxic relations. Boy, we all have had our fair share of toxic relationships, and if you are in one, sweetie, leave him or her in 2019. It's come to the point where we are all way too grown, and even if you're not grown, we all have the mental capacity to understand when a situation is not good for us, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and whatever else you want to include in that. So toxic relationships, we all don't understand. Yes, we could very much so care about that person, love that person, but just because you have one of those two things, you have to also understand that does not mean that it's going to be beneficial for you. Love can only do so much. Caring about somebody can only satisfy you so much, can only help you so much. So if that person is not reciprocating the same energy, or even making you feel like that they are helping you in any kind of way, benefiting you, then you need to leave that person. Period. There's really no way around it. And toxic situations can include just simply somebody who just constantly talks bad about you, verbally abusive, physically abusive. Toxic relationships can include some people who aren't okay or sure or confident in themselves, so they continue to bring you down to make you be on their level, so they make themselves feel better about themselves. But those type of people you obviously do not need to be around, because why do you want to surround yourself with people who constantly bring you down? Then there is no way you're going to be able to progress in life if you're constantly surrounded by people who think that you're supposed to suck, basically. Suck with them. Misery loves company, so don't sit at the table of sad. Period. Next, we have bad credit. People don't take credit seriously. For those who don't know what credit is essentially trust, for the lack of a better word, in which allows people to want to lend you money. So like for things as far as if you want to take out a mortgage, you want to rent out an apartment, you want to lease a car, you think major things like that, or you want to open up a new credit line, which again you need to open up at some point in your life. Don't wait till you're like in your 30s, late 20s to open up a credit line. Go and do your research and figure out what's the best suitable credit companies for you, where you can open up a credit line. So therefore you will be getting a credit card. And what credit cards do is gives you a way to build credit. And how you build credit is by simply buying small things like groceries, gas, maybe clothes, possibly. And then later down the line, if you do monthly payments, or if you want to pay it back in like a week or so, then you just pay the money back. So if you use $50 on the credit line, make sure that you pay that $50 back within that monthly period. So then your credit, after a while, once you start making on-time payments, your credit will begin to increase. So let's say you started off, and depending on where you stand, you might, if you have no credit at all, or you have nothing open, no accounts open in your name, you most likely will start at a low credit balance. So maybe 500, 300, 800, something like that. So it'll be, make sure it's like a 30% window where you don't go over. So don't use all the credit that's available to you, because then that'll just show that you're not responsible. So you want to be seen as responsible. So when you continue to build your credit and now it's time for you to make big boy, big girl purchases, people will be like, oh, okay, he or she makes on-time payments, he or she is responsible, this, that, and the third. He or she doesn't go crazy on the money that's being loaned to her. So therefore, okay, I will accept your request to rent this apartment. I'll accept your request to get a loan for this, that, and the third. So we need to pay attention and understand the importance of credit, because a lot of these young folks think that they can just, for some reason, save up all this money and go get an apartment or go get a car, and they completely forget that just because you have the money doesn't mean people are going to trust you. And even if you have the money and you have terrible credit, then you will have a high, very, very high interest rate, as opposed to if you just dug deep, cared about your credit, built it before you were impatient like I was, and went and bought a car, apartment, whatever the hell. So again, be diligent in building your credit. So next, trying to fit the mold. Lord Father God, please stop doing this. And I know it's hard. Please stop caring. I've come to the point where I care this much about a lot of things. Important things, it's okay to care about important things. I'm not saying to just completely stop caring about everything. I'm just saying the things that don't benefit your growth and success in life and within who you believe yourself to be, if those things do not line up and match up with what's up here, then it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. So please stop caring about opinions, or trying to fit into this certain persona that you believe is supposed to be what you're supposed to act and look like. If you want to wear that, sweetie, then wear it. If you want to act like this, then act like this. If you want to do that, then do that. Stop going through this mental cycle about including everyone else except yourself when you do something. When you really say it out loud, it makes absolutely no sense. The only person's opinion who really matters at the end of the day is you. And that rolls into leave sadness in 2019. Do what makes you happy, because rolling into this new decade, we do not have time to be sad over petty stuff, sad over stuff that is not in our control, because people will always have an opinion, whether you do whatever you want to do, or you do when you've considered their opinion. They're still gonna have a problem about it regardless, whatever you do. So with that being said, it's like you might as well just do what you want to do, say what you want to say, wear what you want to wear. So if that means you need to cut people out, then get to snipping. Next, we have fake friends, one-sided friendships. We all have to understand with certain people that not everybody has the same heart as you, and not everybody has the same mindset as you. So therefore, when certain situations go down and certain things happen, yes, you can be bothered about how that person may have went about things, but you cannot, I don't want to say you can't expect, but it's hard to expect people to be at a level where you're at when they are not you. So if let's say your friend needed a ride home and things just didn't play out in their favor, now they don't have a ride, but you're the only person with a car. And you, being the nice person that you are, said, bro, I got you. Where you need to go. And that be that. Let the situations turn and it's you needing a ride and your friend's like, wow, dang, what you gonna do, bro? Or, well, text me when you figure your stuff out. That situation, of course, it's gonna bother you because it's like, wow, what I would have done for you, that didn't even cross your mental at all, that you would do for me. And with situations like that, you just got to use that as a teaching lesson or as a mental note. Like, okay, I know that this person, whenever we're in a sticky situation, they're not my ride or die. They're not somebody I can depend on. So it's up to you to either put them in a category, so whenever you know how to handle them in whatever situations, you deal with them whenever it's, in that category. So let's say they're that type of person where you can only go to parties with, but you can't talk to what you're going through in life. Or the people that you can only talk to this about, you can't talk to them about this. We put friends or associates in the wrong categories, and you expect them to do stuff that they're not capable of doing because you put them in the wrong placement in your life. So with that being said, that's how possibly fake friends come about, because you expect them to do things, again, that they're not capable of doing. So just use that as a mental note and understand, either put them in a certain place, rearrange, figure out, okay, you're only reliable for this. I'm only going to talk to you or associate with you when it comes to this, or just completely cut them off. That's how I personally feel that you deal with fake friends. And don't let fake friends also deter or bother or cause you to act a certain way, because I feel like the dumbest thing you can do is allow somebody else to hurt you or do something to you that caused your feelings to be hurt, and for you to go and change how you act in a negative way. So just because somebody hurt your feelings don't mean you go out there and now you're the meanest thing. Now you're being rude to people. That's dumb. Don't put out negativity on other people just because somebody threw it your way. Fix the situation, fix how you feel, fix how you act towards certain people, remove people if you need to, and keep it pushing. Keep your foundation sturdy and okay, and don't allow any negative person to just come in and be able to easily break you down. Another thing to leave in 2019 is a negative mindset, self-doubt. We all need to understand, and everyone needs to understand this, that what you feed your mental and what you say out loud is what is going to transpire. Speak it into existence. Words are powerful and they carry a lot of weight. So whatever you say out loud and what you're telling yourself and you're feeding your mental is how you're going to act and how your opportunities are going to arrive once it's time. If you tell yourself, I'm not ready for this, you're not going to be ready. You're not ever going to be ready. If you keep telling yourself, oh my gosh, I'm ugly, you're always going to view yourself as ugly, And even if somebody tells you you're pretty, you're not going to believe them. So you need to feed yourself positive things, motivational things, things that are going to make you progress and move forward in life. Yes, it might be hard if you're a person who's always been stuck in the mindset of telling yourself negative things. But just know everything is always up here, regardless if you're telling it to yourself, someone else is telling it to you. Everything is always a mental state. If you keep repeatedly telling yourself, I'm amazing, I'm cute, I'm good, I'm going to be financially stable, I am going to be this, I am this, you are going to be exactly what you're saying. And you speak that into existence and you actually believe it, and you're saying you're positive in what you're saying, ain't nothing can stop you. With speaking stuff into existence, with some discipline and some determination and consistency, you got in the bag, right in the bag. Like, we all need to understand, just it makes me so sad when I see people who continuously feed themselves negative energy, because it's like, you know what you could be doing right now? Do you know what you could be accomplishing right now? It's like, do you not know that you are so beautiful? Do you not know, bruh, you are handsome? Stop telling yourself that you can't do this. Stop telling yourself because you don't look like this, you're not cute. You are you, and whatever you feed yourself is what you are going to become. So you need to understand that speaking stuff into existence is a real life thing. So whatever you say out loud and whatever you're feeding yourself is going to transpire in real life. So be careful in everything that you say and that you do. And if you realize that you're in a negative space and that things aren't really looking right for you, change your mentality. Change the way you speak to people too as well, because karma is a... Don't be nasty towards people, because of course you want your life. You can't be rude to people and expect your life to be all fine and dandy. Make sure you are speaking to yourself nicely. You are your biggest critic and you are your biggest competitor. So you don't need to be comparing yourself to nobody. So the things that you want to accomplish and you want to do in life, tell yourself that this is accomplishable. This you can do. This is what I'm going to do. And this is who I'm going to be. Period. Another thing to leave in 2019 is the understanding that everything that you asked for or wanting to acquire is going to be easy. People nowadays are so quick to give up because things didn't happen like that. I'm a Christian person, so I'm always going to relate it to God. But if you don't believe in God, just replace God with whomever you believe in. And if you don't believe in anybody, then I always like to tell people, when you are asking for something from God, let's say you're asking for patience, or you're asking for peace, or anything you are asking for. I'm going to just use patience just because it's the easiest thing to use. If you ask for patience from God and then you wonder why you're always put into situations, or you say you want to change and you're always put into situations where you feel like, oh my gosh, everything is just coming at me once. I feel like I've been through situation after situation after situation. I can't catch a break. You need to sit back and realize, whoa, I did ask for peace. I did ask for patience. I did ask to change. And I just noticed that I've been through situation after situation after situation, and I handled that situation the very same way I usually would handle it. So why do you not think you haven't gotten patience yet? Why don't you think you haven't gotten peace yet? Why don't you think you have changed yet? Because every situation that God has thrown your way in order for you to gain patience, to gain change, or to gain whatever that you asked for, you haven't done yet. Let's say you got a test coming up in class, right? You don't study. Test comes, you answer the questions, boom, turn it in. Realize you failed. The teacher's like, you know what? I'm gonna allow you to retake this test because I want you to pass this class, okay? So then you get the test. You don't study, again, you answer the questions the same exact way because again, you didn't study. So the only thing that you have to go off of is what you did the last time. I hope you guys are following me now. So you answer the questions the very same exact way. You turned it in, boom. I'm assuming you guys can already know you failed again. So teacher's like, okay, I'm gonna let you take this test again, and I hope that you change something about the way you approached it the last 2 times, because the way you did it the last attempts was not working for you, and I want you to pass this class. So whatever you did, stop. 3rd time, you're like, okay, whatever I did last time, which was I didn't study, didn't help me get far. So, and I'm being thrown another attempt, another situation. So let me study this time. So look, you study this time, you get the test, you start answering, you flying through the questions. You're like, oh, whoa, I wish I would have noticed this last time. So you answer this question, boom. Answer the second question, boom. Now you're done, you turn it in and you pass. Now you're on to the next situation. And what do you know when you realize the next situation? The test didn't take you that long because now you already know what to do. Same thing like that. So if you guys need to understand, if you asking for something, you really want something, as far as how it would help benefit you as a person, how it would change you for the betterment, you need to know that the same situations are going to be thrown at you. God is just trying to see if you're going to figure out what it is that clicks, that will allow you to get patience, that will allow you to get peace, that will allow you to change as a person, that will allow you to fix your anger, because now you're treating a situation that you would used to mishandle, now you're handling it differently. So now when situations come your way and it doesn't even phase you, you're gonna peep like, bro, I remember when I used to go through that and I'd be bugging, I would be wild out, but now it don't even feel like it even bothers me anymore, because now you know what to do, now you know how to handle it. So if you add things to leave in 2019, period, if you asking for something, be ready for it and understand when a situation comes, know what to do. Next, we have excuses. Leave excuses in 2019. We're tired of and I know you're tired of hearing yourself, I'm gonna do it next week, I'm gonna do it this, I can't do it because I don't have this. If you're gonna get something done, it don't matter if you have the tools, it don't matter if you have the motivation, it don't matter if you're not determined yet, you're gonna do it. Get your up. Excuses are for the weak. Excuses are for people who are not going to be successful in life, or who, I won't say not, who aren't ready to be successful in life yet. If you say you want to be a millionaire, and I don't care if everybody around you is telling you you're not going to be a millionaire, you need to wake up and act like a millionaire. You need to wake up and talk to yourself like a millionaire. You need to wake up and have the mentality of a millionaire. You yourself need to believe that you're gonna be a millionaire, and you need to wake up and stop excusing the stuff that would not make a millionaire be a millionaire. Stop excusing yourself because you feel like you're too scared. Even if you're scared, still do it. You know, life is way too short to not do stuff that you want to do. Life is way too short to especially be caring about unwanted opinions. Somebody's always gonna have an opinion, regardless if you're a nobody or you're a somebody. So I would rather have people talk about me and I'm a somebody. You feel me? So leave excuses in 2019. You have the power, you have it in you to do, again, what you want to do in life or with yourself and who you want to become. I believe in you, so I need you to believe in yourself, because I can only want it as bad as you want it. I can want something for you all day, but if you don't want it, it's not gonna happen. So you need to just believe in yourself and get it done. Hustle, get it done. I don't care if it's the smallest thing or the biggest thing. I don't care if you're nowhere near the position where you want to you believe yourself are going to be in. I want you to push yourself every day so that you are taking step by step by step to get to that point. Sometimes it's gonna take months, sometimes it's gonna take weeks, days, years, on top of years. I don't care how long it takes you to get there and get into the place, the position that you want to be. Only thing that matters is that you get there. And what you need to not do is have an excuse for the things that you got to get done. And even if it scares you, like I've always said, through what I said throughout this video, do it anyways. What scares you is going to be it's going to be that one thing that's going to take you to that next level. So don't allow your nervousness to stop your greatness. What to leave in 2019, this ties into what I've said earlier, but stop being a people pleaser and caring about what people think. The crazy part is, listen, come here. The crazy part is when people see that their opinions don't affect you, or they see how overly confident you are in yourself and what you're doing, what you're wearing, and what you're saying, people will eventually adjust to you. That's the crazy part. People have so much to say, but when they realize that their opinion does not matter, they will start to mold with what you got going on. They'll be like, oh, they're either going to dip, exit out your life, stop talking, or they're gonna adjust to you. And sometimes people might even start copying you. So just be solid in who you are, because people are either gonna like it, people are either gonna not. People might not like it, and then eventually will like it. But it doesn't matter what people got going on. It matters what you got going on, okay? Because people come and go. Opinions are temporary. You are not. You're always going to be with yourself. You wake up with yourself, you sleep with yourself, you die with yourself. So why would you care about somebody else's opinion? That's pretty much what I have going on for my list of what to leave in 2019. Again, this is what I said off the top of my head. So if you guys have more things that you believe should be left in 2019, leave in the comments below. Make sure you follow me on all social media. I'll leave it in the description. It'll probably be on the screen as well. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a fat thumbs up. Make sure you like this video, spam this video with likes. Yeah. Turn your notification bell on, because I'm not on a schedule, so I be just dropping videos whenever I'm able to drop. So turn that notification bell on when you're here when I drop. Do not forget to subscribe as well. I want you guys to continue to join the family. Be on this journey with me as I continue to progress with this YouTube life. So go ahead and subscribe for your girl. On that note, I just hope you guys have a wonderful 2019. If you didn't have a very good year, then use 2020 as the year to make who you are and who you want to be. Make sure you set goals for yourself for this upcoming year. Make sure you abide by them, and don't let anything get in the way of you. You stop you. Nobody else stops you. So just remember, you determine what you get. You determine how your life plays out. It's okay to ask for help as well if you aren't mentally there yet. So again, I hope you guys have a happy 2020. Happy New Year's. Be safe. Don't be dumb. What I like to always say, always be you, no matter what people say or do. I'm out.
Bruh.